Hey, 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 beautiful people. Hey, Hassan. Hey, Teresa. What's going on? Y'all know I gotta do my mic check. Mic check. One, two, one, two. Good morning, Hassan. Okay. I had to make sure I could hear myself. So normally I try to do my mic check, make sure I can hear myself, make sure my mic is good. I'm gonna put this down. Gotta turn my watch on so I don't get no interruptions from phone calls. And so I can get my steps. Yeah, I put my hair in a braid today because I already know I said I was gonna try to walk a little faster today. So Art of War. Good morning, good morning. So, okay. Let me go ahead and get my walking pad going. Y'all always know I start at 2.5 miles per hour. Just so I get the blood flow going, get myself pumped. So we at 2.5. How you doing? I'm loving the outfit. Thank you. Something slight, something simple, but try to give a little pop of color. How you doing today, LJ? I'm doing pretty good. My energy level is it always increases when I get on here. Cause before I pushed that go live button, I felt like I was a little here. Uh, but I'm doing good. I'm doing good. The weather today, I was gonna give y'all a forecast. The weather today seems like it's more of an overcast, but it's not raining, so I'll always take that. My goal for today is to walk 4 miles, minimum of 1 hour. Of course, I always gotta get my hour of cardio in. This is my low impact workout. I got some good. The yellow is cute. Thank you. Okay. You know, this morning it was one of those things where it's like just throw something on. You know, I wasn't really trying to be cute. It's just throw something on. I was trying to go with a color I haven't worn recently. Okay, so yellow was good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Weather report. I was gonna give y'all a weather report because I feel like the weather report will help people understand sometimes why I'm walking indoors or just what the mood is giving. So because it's an overcast, this is a good day to go outside and work out if you're wanting to go work out today. It's not too hot. So, but yeah. Let's see, what else do I normally hit y'all with when I first start? So yeah, we're gonna do 1 hour minimum of cardio. The goal is to hit 4 miles. So I'm gonna try to ramp this walk up in a little bit. Y'all know my first 5 minutes. I might make it 4 today. My first 4 minutes today will be walking at 2.5, and then I'm gonna ramp it up. I haven't walked at I'm running sprints. Okay, look at you. I can't tell you the last time I ran full speed. I kind of missed that. But because running engages so much of the core, I don't run like I used to. Yep, yellow looks good on you. Thank you. See, y'all know I love a good compliment. I told y'all about that. I love a good compliment. But sprints are definitely good. I love how sprints help with your turnover, your type 2, the quick twitch, your muscle fibers. So I love a good run. There's a new track that they built a few miles from where I'm at that I said I was gonna go check out probably tomorrow because I think it's closed today. They got an event going on, but they spent a lot of money on this facility. So I'm kind of excited um, to see what it looks like. I love a good fresh track. I love when they invest in track and field. So I don't know how you say your with good morning. Is it Geese 88? These letters be so small. But good morning. So I do have some good health and fitness topics I'm going to hit today. I try to focus more so on the nutrition side of the house. I feel like nutrition is an important aspect. People are always so focused on the fitness aspect that I think y'all really don't know how important nutrition is. Like, that can make or break you. People can get results just from changing the nutrition, but you can't get just results just from changing how you do with your fitness. Because if your nutrition isn't balanced with that, you're not gonna get no results. So I'm on a bicycle 45 minutes a day. I feel like it's not enough. What intensity are you going? I think a bike is pretty good. I want to actually buy a bike because a bike is low impact. I think I want to kind of mix up walking. I want to mix up doing low impact walking and do bicycle, especially because I'm trying to tone up my legs and I want to build my glutes. So in building my glutes, you got to build those quads, and biking is good. I think 45 minutes is good, especially depending on your intensity. I'm drinking milk and I don't know why. Well, milk does a body good. So I hear. Your girl shadow fat, is that what it say? Hi, what's going on? How are you doing this morning? Not very intense. I should work on that. Thanks. It just depends. What are your goals with biking? Like for me, like I said, my goal for biking would be to tone up my quads. So toning up my quads, I would probably turn the resistance. Cause are you doing like road biking? Or are you doing stationary biking? Because I was talking about stationary biking. So I would probably increase that intensity or the resistance, excuse me. Increase the resistance on the bike. That way it can really focus on my quads. Okay, Hassan with the quickness. I don't know what I just missed. Just subscribe. Okay, Morgan, come through. So I moved my walking pad to 3 miles per hour. I'm probably going to ramp it up some more. Just progressive. Y'all are funny. I be wanting to see what y'all know. I can still see what they said. I can view the deleted message. Oh, that wasn't bad, Hassan. That was a compliment. Y'all are funny. Y'all are quick with it. Talk about, especially teachers and friends. I'm still Jen from the block. Well, I hate that you dealt with bullying. You know, the older you get, you start understanding and learning that what other people think really don't matter. So you really have to start understanding that. Even though I know it takes time and maturity and growth, but what other people say and think, it don't matter. So don't listen to those people, okay? I need to run a mile or two for a PT test. I went on a run today, but can't keep going. At least right now. I got any advice for things to add? So are you in the military? When you say PT test, that gives me military vibes. If you are in the military, what branch? And then I'll tell you. I actually do. Oh, it's okay, Hassan. That don't bother me. Let's see. I don't even know if I can. Uh. Oh yeah. I thought maybe I could undo it, but it's okay. But Los, tell me what military branch you're in. If that's what you are. Okay, trying to train for a fire academy. So basically, you're saying you're trying to get your time down. You're trying to get your PT, your I need to run a mile or two. So what is exactly you trying to get fit for? Like, is it an endurance aspect? Or are you just trying to get ready for it's different little circuit things you have to do for the fire academy you're trying to train for? Okay, yeah. So it's different. So you really have to. How much time do you have? Like until you got to do the training. Like you got to take the test, should I say? How much time do you have from now to when you got to take that test? Because then I can maybe give you some more insight of like how to train for that and prepare. Okay, I'm gonna wait for you to put that in. Trying to hit like 15 minutes. I think I gotta ask. Trying to hit like 15 minutes. I think I gotta to be sure. But when do you actually take the test though? Like when do you actually take the test and gotta score good? Not sure. Like 3 weeks, I think. Okay. Well, okay. We in crunch time, Los. We in crunch time. The 3 weeks is not a lot of time, but it's you can still put some good work in. So what I would focus on, Hot Wing, what's going on? I've missed you. Some of y'all I get used to singing here, and then when y'all come back, I'm like, what's going on? So Los, I would split my week up because I'm pretty sure your test is probably broken down based off of like strength, endurance. It's probably like if it's anything like most PT tests or like in general, because I was in the military, they changed the PT test now from when I was there. When I was there, it was like sit-ups, push-ups, 2-mile run. Now they got like a whole bunch of things they have to do. So the main thing you have to work on is strength. So I would definitely say I would start my week doing like endurance stuff. So running a couple of miles for sure. And it can be low impact. You can do the stop and go if you need to walk, but the whole point is to keep going. So whatever the endurance aspect of it, your test is, of course you want to go above that. So if it's like a 1-mile run, you want to try to do 1.5 miles, 2 miles. That way you're building that endurance to run that 1 mile. If it's like a strength something, you want to try to build yourself up more than that. So for instance, I don't know I would have to look up what a Fire Academy PT test looks like. But it sounds like you probably gotta do a lot of push-pull endurance stuff, like muscle endurance. So I would focus on doing some resistance training, maybe 2 to 3 times out the week. I mean, kid, yeah, we in crunch time now. We got less than a month. So you definitely have to break up your week to deal with endurance, cardio, and muscle resistance training. Make sure your nutrition is on point because what you put inside your body will help fuel your body and help how you feel. It's the push-ups, sit-ups, and run. Okay, Los, we got this. That's no problem. Okay. Because I know when I was in the military, we had 2 minutes to do sit-ups, and I think the most I did like it was 103 in 2 minutes. Got core strength. So yeah, whatever run you have, you usually need to run further than that. So if it's a 1 mile or 2-mile run, I need you running more than that. Yeah, I ain't worried for real. Just gotta knock it out. Yeah. It's mind over matter more than anything else. Mind over matter. I used to hate I used to get so nervous before those PT tests, but yeah, I would score well. But you gotta be willing to push through. You gotta be willing to feel a little bit of pain. And then when it's all said and done, you'll be happy when you score well. So I want you to, after you get done, well, I want you to keep checking in with me. I want to see your journey of like leading up to the PT test. And then I also want to see what your results were. So I want you to tell me what you end up getting afterwards. Hello, beautiful. Hello, how are you? So y'all, let's go ahead and hit some of my health and fitness tips for today. The first one I got for y'all, award for LJ. I'm good. What about you? I'm good too. Today's Tuesday. The start of my week is going good. Yeah, I'm good. Can't complain. I'm working out, so I'm releasing those endorphins, dopamines. I got y'all in the chat. I can't complain. Do you need good balance to walk on those? It's not really about balance, but you do got to just make sure you're staying straight. I mean, I've gotten caught slipping a couple of times on here, if you touch the sides of the walking pad, you can almost fall. But no, just for the most part, as long as you're able to walk straight, you're good to go. So these are very easy, very simple. Yes, for sure. I'll subscribe and everything. Keep me on track too. Yeah, I got you, Lowe's. If you ever have questions, please let me know, because I've done the push up, sit up, and run before for the military, not for what you're doing. So I definitely have some good push up routines I've done, workouts. So I got you, Lowe's. We gonna do good on this test. We gonna do good. Glad to hear that. Yeah, just like a treadmill. Except it doesn't go as fast as a treadmill. This one only goes up to 3.8 miles per hour. Right now I'm at 3.3. I just picked up the speed a little bit. This one only goes up to 3.8 though. So, do you take pre-workout? No, I don't take pre-workout. I don't like the way pre-workout makes me feel. I don't like that like itchy, jittery feeling I get with pre-workout. Yeah. So no, I don't do pre-workout. I'm not against pre-workout. I think it's okay to take from time to time. Like if you really want to work out, but you're really not in the mood to do it, I think it's good to take a pre-workout. All right, thanks. I appreciate it. Yes, I don't know what that means, but okay. So my first health and fitness thing I want to hit today is talk about why you're always hungry. Why are you always hungry? So let me answer that for you. Why are you always hungry? Number one, your meal is lacking fiber and protein. So even though carbs are your first line energy source, and normally it does help fill you up, protein and fiber is good for your digestive. So when you're eating protein and fiber, it helps a slow, steady digestion. And so therefore you feel full longer. So if your meal doesn't have a lot of fiber and protein in it, you're gonna be hungry shortly after eating. Raise hand. You're hangry. I was hangry the other day, I'll tell you that. Laugh out loud. Y'all are funny. But so the first thing is you want to make sure you get enough protein and fiber in your diet. That way you're staying fuller longer. The next thing, and I talked about this, I think this one can go under many categories. Y'all are going to hear me talk about it often because it's very, very, very important. Poor sleep increases the hunger hormone. So when you're not getting a lot of sleep, which they say the sleep time you want to get is between 7 and 9 hours. So we talked about hormones a few lives ago. So we talked about how important your hormones are. And you already know, for one, if you're not getting a lot of sleep, it increases your cortisol levels. So it increases that hormone. So a lot of your hormones get played with, and it causes you to want to eat. The obvious one, number 3, y'all already know, you just don't eat enough. Womp, womp, womp. So that's the easy one. You said less sleep, Hassan? No, you need more sleep. You need 7 to 9 hours of sleep. But the third one, you're just simply not eating enough. I think a lot of people tend to think they do eat enough, but you don't. So depending on what your weight is and what your health and fitness goals are, yeah, you need to make sure you're balancing out your calories. Another one is you're dehydrated. A lot of people tend to mistake their thirst for hunger. So a lot of times all you need is some water. They normally say before you eat a meal, it's best to like drink some water, and you'll probably eat less. And I'm not saying you need to eat less, but I'm just saying if you're known to overeat, drink some water beforehand. But sometimes I feel like our eyes are bigger than our stomachs. And so we have a lot on our plate. And then sometimes we feel forced to eat it all. So try drinking some water. Hello, everyone. I sleep like a baby. I sleep and don't wake up the whole night. I continue sleep, then wake up in the morning. Teresa said, morning, Mona. Hassan said, one thing I have to have when I sleep is one pillow to hug and a comfy blanket. So I have to do melatonin. I do not sleep well. I told y'all that's one symptom of me having stage 4 endo is I don't sleep well. So I'm always waking up in the middle of the night because it does affect your cortisol levels. So I tend to have to wake up in the middle of the night. It also, stage 4 endo also affects my bladder. So I feel like I'm always having to get up and use the bathroom. So yeah, I just don't sleep well. So I started doing melatonin and ashwagandha, and I do feel like when I do those, I do sleep better at night. So I will say getting that sleep does play a vital role. Lowe said I struggle eating huge meals and then not eating for sometimes days even. Oh wow. Yeah, that's not good. But I understand because I used to struggle. I don't like eating meals. I'm more of a snacker. I love a good snack, y'all. It could be a healthy snack, but I just do better with snacking. Like yesterday, I went to the grocery store and I was like, okay, I'm gonna cook when I get home. Y'all, I had some organic, like, was it like the corn blue chips or whatever with guacamole. I didn't even cook. I just want to snack. So I definitely understand. That is something we both got to get better with, Lowe's. We got to eat some meals. How many hours you get? I get like 3 or 4 on a good night. Wow, that's all you get, Jesse? 3 to 4 hours. I will say I probably average 6 or 7 because normally I do sometimes go to sleep after midnight, and I normally wake up around 7. It can be anywhere between 6 and 8 o'clock is when I wake up. Unless God trying to have a conversation with me, he wake me up between 4 and 5. Okay, I don't know how to say your name. Oker. Yeah, I'll be trying. I don't know how to say that name. But hi. Jesse. 5 small meals a day is great for human. So yeah, they say 3 to 6 meals. So normally when you hear people say 3 to 6 meals, it's normally 3 main meals and then 3 meals like snacks in between. Anywhere between like that 100 to 150 calorie mark in between meals. I need to eat a yogurt and peanut butter before I sleep because I can't go to bed hungry. I save calories for it. You save calories for it. I hear that. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I need to eat something before I go to bed, but normally it's something light. But I can just, like I said, I love a good snack. Okay. You do night shift. Yep, I do that too. Yvonne. Hi guys. Hey Yvonne, how you doing? Oker. I'm sorry if I say your name wrong, but you knew I was talking to you, right? But I'm doing good. Can't complain. How are you doing? Okay, well, I do hear that Coke helps, but yeah, no. The only thing I know Coke help is maybe you lose some weight, but that's about it. But no, we're not advertising that. Getting on the elliptical now. Okay, Yvonne, get on that elliptical. What's your how long you gonna be on elliptical for today? Jesse said I wake up every 90 minutes. Overnight worker. Aim as a kid, at least two. I blame. Oh, so that's why for you, Jesse. I almost got it right. Okay, I'm trying. Okay. Some of y'all be leaving some interesting comments, y'all. I just let y'all do it. I told y'all trolls don't bother me, so remember that. Y'all can't troll me. It's Tuesday. If you don't have a bed, sleep on the floor. If you have a bed, use it. Hassan, keep it simple, right? So far, the reason why I told you you're always hungry is you're not getting enough protein and fiber in your meals. You're not getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep, so that's affecting your hormones there. You're not eating enough, which is, obvious. You're dehydrated, and so you tend to want to eat versus drinking. And what you want to go for is water. And then the last one I'm going to say for your fifth reason is you eat a lot of processed carbs or sugar. And so when you eat a lot of processed carbs or sugar, that's going to spike your blood sugar, and that can trigger hunger because you go up and then you crash, right? When you increase your blood sugar. So those are the 5 reasons why you're always hungry. Kenneth, hello, my darling. I love the size. Thank you. I know somebody who like it too. So thank you. I appreciate it. Vitamins are great and not just for old people. Yes, I take a lot of vitamins. So vitamins are definitely not for old people. Vitamins and getting your minerals are for anybody who isn't getting it through nutrition. So I do take a lot of vitamins myself. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with taking vitamins. Jonathan, guess who's back? Sup, beautiful. I don't know how to say your name, LFK. Oh, Lucky. I'm not about to Lucky Fat Kid. We're gonna call you LFK. But thank you. Hassan said keep it simple. LFK said hi. It's all okay, laugh loud. I didn't want to call you a fat kid though, so I'll just say LFK. Yvonne, I go exclusively to workout channels because of the troll. Yesterday was so ugly on here in this Canadian man's chat. I switched back to my old account. Laugh out loud. Oh, okay. Well, I got some good moderators. So my moderators, Top Flight Security, they gonna keep the chat cute. We give good energy here. We gonna do all that. Much love, LFK. What Jonathan do? Did I miss it? Can you play an instrument? Hey, Alex. I used to play the piano, but I'm gonna say no. I can do a little Beethoven, but I do have a keyboard. I have a keyboard here, but I don't really play it. So I'm gonna just say no. Can you play an instrument, Alex? $50. I'm sure you could pay the triangle. I'm sure you can play the triangle. Okay, I can probably do that. Yep. Ting. Ting. Yeah, I can stay on beat. So you're right. I could probably do that. Sparrow Count, you're back. What's going on? One day I will go to learn wrestling. So I'm moving my speed up to 3.5. You're from Iran, not the team. I was trying to get some sound effects. Okay, y'all. So the next nutrition tip that I want to hit today is emotional eating. So how many of y'all are emotional eaters? It's okay. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. It's okay. The workout channels are nice. Most folks have the goal to self-improving them, so it's a nice environment. Yeah, we keep it nice here. Wrestling's so funny, definitely dangerous though, depending on who you're training with. It's my birthday. Okay, I don't know how to say your name, but happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. That's about all you can get from me. I'm just gonna call you TA. Hey. Okay, so let's talk about emotional eating. The question I have for you, and it's gonna solve it all. Are you hungry or looking for comfort? Mmm. I need a sound effects for that. I need to give me a sound effect board like they be having on Twitch. So I would have been like a boom. Yeah, that would have been a good sound effect one. Because that's the question. Are you hungry or looking for comfort? I be trying to keep up with the chat, y'all, but I'm so slow. Hello, Kitty. Hey, Mako. I be trying with his name. Hey, Jonathan, I have one offer. I don't know, Jonathan, because you be playing. I'll let you say it, but be careful. Just because I'm walking don't mean I can't diggly block you from my channel. Yvonne, yesterday, all these folks were openly mocking me about my dad's death. I won't eating to help calm down. Okay, well, I don't want to open that door if you're uncomfortable talking about it, but why would they mock you about that? That doesn't seem something you would mock someone about. So if you feel like going more into it, Yvonne, I'd love to know why they were doing that, but I also understand why it would cause you to want to go to eating for comfort. Hungry, sorry, loss. But I'm definitely am sorry for your loss. I hate that happened. Comfort when it's emotional. Okay. Okay, Nigeria. Thank you for joining and chatting. I love to see all the different places you all are from. You ever walk with like 5-pounders in hand? Sometimes I walk with 3-pounders, Jesse. It'll be 2, 3 pounds, so 6 pounds total. Cuban love in my mind. Hello. Welcome to the chat. LJ, the Florida girl. Did someone ask me that and I didn't respond? But yes, I'm a Florida girl. So emotional eating, yes. A lot of us tend to go to that when we need comfort. Why is food comfortable? You know, especially in America, we surround food with everything. You go on a date, let's go out to eat. You go to a show, they got snacks. You go to the movies now, they got a whole spread for you to choose from. So I know here in America, I'm not sure about other countries. Y'all can let me know how y'all do things. But we tend to make food the center. I think food is, for one, it's accessible, right? That's why people use alcohol and certain drugs, I would say. It's whatever's accessible to you, right? So for most people, without feeling guilty for necessarily eating, for doing it, they go to food, right? Because alcohol or drugs tends to make you feel guilty. It's something that other people will look at you kind of like, you know, with disgust sometimes if you overdo it. But when it comes to food, right, it's normal. It doesn't get looked at as being something that's bad because we all like to eat. So I think a lot of times we go to it for comfort, like I said, for accessibility. Is that okay to do? Yes. But the thing you really want to focus on is doing it in moderation. I know my go-to a lot of times when I'm not happy, pizza, and something sweet. So normally ice cream, something like that. So I definitely get it. But I will say, be mindful of your portions because you don't want to go from comfort eating to not feeling guilty because you overate. So it's not bad to use food as a comfort, but it's the feelings that come along after the fact when you feel like you've overdone it and now you feel bad and now you feel guilty. So that's the only thing you have to watch when it comes to emotional eating. It's okay to do, especially if you're not doing it every day. Remember, consistency is where consistency can be used for good or bad. If I'm consistently working out, I'm going to see progress. If I'm consistently eating good, I'm going to see results. But if I'm consistently overeating, I'm going to get the results I don't want. So, what part of Florida? I'm going to say North Florida, but Jacksonville and Tallahassee. I claim both. You go to your friend's house, food. You're right, Hassan. It's like food, wine, all that stuff is always like the go-to. It's like the signature piece to have. Jesse, my grand, don't do any drugs, but food, girl can snack. I'm telling you, because food doesn't get looked at. You know what I'm saying? If you were to see somebody take a whole bunch of alcohol to the front, you might say, oh, they must be having a party. But you low-key trying to figure out what they got going on. When it comes to food, we don't really look at people weird when they have a, like when I was at the grocery store yesterday, these people had, mind you, had like a little basket of food, you know, just a little basket. These people had cartons, like food. I was like, okay, they must be feeding a family. That was my first thought, right? So that's not a big deal. That's what I assumed. It was for a family. In Europe, it's the same, but we have somewhat better options. And I feel like in other countries, the portion sizes are just normally smaller. So you need to go out to eat. And then even the way a lot of the like sweets are made, I feel like they're healthier options. It's not as much refined sugar. So I feel like that's the difference. LJ, when some people eat, they don't gain a lot of weight. How come? Their metabolism. Excuse me. Ooh, that was, yeah, I just burped. Sorry. That's not very ladylike. But it's your metabolism. I'm going to talk about that. Charity wanted me to talk about it, slow versus fast metabolism. She's not going to be on here today, so I'm not going to talk about it. But it is because of their metabolism. For the most part, I will say I am able to eat what I want to and not gain a lot of weight. I mean, if I do gain weight, it's going to go to my quads and my glutes. But I also work out. I am 37, as y'all know, so age is starting to become a factor for me. But because I work out, a body in motion stays in motion. But I am going to talk about metabolism. I'm going to break that down. There's a lot of things I want to talk to y'all about to help y'all kind of understand. But yeah, to answer your question, Hassan, that's why. Pizza is the best. They eat a lot of food. Like when they eat a lot of food, it's still metabolism. Trust me, there's a lot of people who can burn a lot of calories really fast. Passed away to an eating disorder, so I tend to overeat because I'm scared of getting the disease. I get that, Yvonne. So we just got to find a way to balance that out. And I think this is something I was going to ask later, but I'll ask it now. So let me ask everybody, what's your mental? Let's do a mental check-in. How is everybody feeling? Because I do think the mental check-in piece does tie into the emotional eating. So I was going to ask this a little later on in the chat, but y'all let me know how y'all feeling mentally. What's going on? So I think, Yvonne, we just got to mentally get that balanced and not worry. Trust yourself and make sure you're doing the right thing. And so you know you won't get the disease. But you got this. Be positive. You got this. But I'm always open to talk to you. If, you know, I always say fitness is like therapy. So if you ever want to talk, you know, I got you. That was me yesterday. I had a fat burrito. Stay healthy. Stay happy. Tank, nice shape. Thank you, Tank. I like that treadmill. Me too. It keeps me accountable, keeps me moving. Jesse, and I'm sorry, I'm a little delayed in the chat. Smaller and less sugar. Yep. Yep, Jesse, you're right. Is bacon good for protein? I mean, most meats are good for protein. Bacon is just really greasy. So it can affect your cholesterol. So that's why a lot of people talk about bacon not being a good choice, especially if it's pork. Jesse, okay, compliment 37. I thought like 25. You better, Jesse. You are welcome to my chat anytime with that. Yes, 25. Hey, Summer. If we don't gain weight when we eat, is it a bad thing or a good thing? It depends on if it's a healthy weight. So If you're already underweight and no matter what you do to gain weight, that's when you can start to have problems because your body does need a certain amount of body fat on it to operate in a healthy manner, especially for women. For women who are trying to have kids, you have to be a certain body fat percentage. And in general, for women, if we get too small, it can affect a lot of our hormones, which can cause us to miss a cycle, our menstrual. So we got to make sure we keep a certain amount of body fat on us. So it can affect that, Hassan. I think it means you burn a lot of calories. Metabolism, yes, that's what it means, but there's a little more meat and potatoes to it. But you're right. Yvonne, sorry I'm oversharing. I know better to discuss anything personal here. It doesn't bother me, Yvonne. I feel like that's what a lot of these, that's what my chat is for. We do health and fitness topics and we talk about random things. But like I said, I think fitness is a door to helping ourselves mentally. So it's okay. Express what you need to, Yvonne. Yeah, it definitely helps to talk about things. And I think normally that's the problem for most people is we don't have anyone to go to. So we tend to hold it in and then it can cause problems later. I told you all that's the reason why I started getting back into working out and getting on live is because I felt like I was losing myself. Fitness has always been a passion of mine. It helps me like feel like myself. And so when I got diagnosed with my stage 4 endo and adeno, I kind of lost who I was a little bit. And so I felt myself sleeping a lot more, just kind of being depressed. And I told y'all one day I got this walking pad and I was like, let's get back walking. Let's get active. And then one day at a time, I got back into feeling like myself. So I started getting on live to keep myself accountable. And so I feel like I can help other people and y'all can help me. Y'all keep me accountable. Y'all keep me encouraged. So this is a place to share and feel better. See where I'm at. Yeah, my chat good for keeping the bullies away now. That's one thing we gonna do. You gonna see. Going through some things too, don't worry about it. Yeah, Los, we all got our own things that we're going through. And I said I was gonna try to start being more transparent because I do get on here, I'm always smiling. And we like literally we all go through something. And I plan on being more transparent, but I just gotta get comfortable with doing that. You know, sharing my stage 4 endo was already something that was big for me to share. But I have a lot of other little things that I would love to share with you all. And when I feel comfortable, I definitely will. Big health tip, drink a bottle of water when you wake up. Yes, I was told, Jesse, that you should always drink at least 8 ounces when you first wake up. And that also helps your metabolism get going. It's like a jump start for your body. Remember, water is very important to your organs, your muscles, your fibers, your joints. It's needed, okay? Hassan, you're so funny. I saw the comment and I was just gonna ignore it. So thank you, Hassan. Oh, Teresa got there first, huh? It's that phone. Yeah, social media has got everybody thinking that things are supposed to look a certain way, be a certain way. Child, half of it is so fake. Like, yeah. Social media got us all fooled on what life really looks like. There are couples out there that everybody's like, oh, couple goals. Child, they arguing all the time. They about to go through a divorce. Like, you just never know the truth behind what people are dealing with. You got fitness people who are trying to like talk about the gym and what they did to get in shape. Girl, you had surgery, okay? So it's laughable to me. So y'all, let's talk about the best foods to break a fast. So I know a lot of y'all like to do fasts, like spiritual fast, I know. And then I know there's so many different. I was gonna start naming them again. We'll be here all day. So to break a fast in general, what you want to do is do soft veggies, soups, smoothies, broth. And this if you're doing fasts that already where you're not really eating anything. There are some fasts where they just limit like eating refined sugar, don't eat fried foods. But the fast where you're not eating much of anything, you want to kind of go with the soft veggies. You want to avoid high fiber, high fat, high sugar, because basically what's going to happen is your body is not going to be able to adapt to it quick enough. And that's what's going to cause digestive discomfort. So if you've ever been on a fast and you're like, oh, thank God, my fast is over. And you started eating, like, I might go to my favorite restaurant and get this. You probably didn't feel good the next day. I mean, you probably felt good in the moment eating the food, but afterwards, once your body's had time to settle, it probably didn't feel too good because your digestive system is having to work overload now. It started to adapt to what you were doing on your fast, and now it has to adapt to you revving it back up to regular food. Couple goes, then 2 weeks later we broke up. Right, Los. Have these people be on steroids. It just you got to take everything you see on social media with a grain of salt. Let's do a check-in real quick. Let's see where I'm at. So I'm at 3.5 miles per hour. I didn't realize I've been walking 45 minutes, y'all. Jeez, time going by fast. Not a drop of sweat, just okay. I didn't even see what the comment said, but I don't sweat. I glisten. So yeah, you're right. No sweat because I glisten. I used a probiotic shot this weekend. Okay. I think I talked about probiotics before. Probiotics are really good. They help with gut health. So if you find a good one, stick with it. Teresa don't play, y'all. I love it. I don't think that comment was bad though. Okay, I had to refresh my computer because I don't know what was going on. So I just refreshed. I do not buy groceries in mass anytime restaurant. When I do, I buy like 2 days of fruits, veggies, maybe feel like 18-ounce steaks. Laugh out loud. Yeah, the thing is when you're trying to eat healthier, normally you have to go to the grocery store, I would say about 2 to 3 times out the week. Which I know sounds like a lot, but you have to understand true fresh foods, they're not gonna last for a long time. So that's how you know the difference between if you ever have to question if something is processed versus fresh, if it can sit on your counter for a long period of time or sit in the pantry, it's processed. Okay, that's just a simple rule of thumb. Like fruits and veggies, they can't sit long term. You know, you got a good 3-4 days, and then they're either gonna have a smell to them, they're gonna have mold on them. So I will say on average, I probably go to the grocery store twice a week when I'm trying to eat really healthy and fresh. She's just neat and clean. Have you not? You know, the funny thing is, I actually, didn't put anything in my hair, but I do have it in a ponytail. Like I braided it down versus I don't have it out like I normally do. And that's because I didn't want my hair to poof up. I knew I was gonna sweat or glisten a little bit today. So Yvonne, have you ever had any injury and had to sort of work around it? Yes. I did mess up my quad in college. No, high school, I messed up my quad. I do have military injuries. So I have a bad left foot and a bad hip. I deal with stage 4 endometriosis, adenomyosis, so I do have medical conditions as well that I have to push through. So yes, Yvonne. I was Army, Jesse. Is it canon? I'm back. Yeah, Hassan, you already know. I don't sweat, I listen. Savek, hello, how are you doing? Thank you for joining the chat and speaking. Okay, y'all. So let's talk about foods that boost focus and endurance. So we're gonna go over 7 different foods. So oats. You can't go wrong with oats. If you like to eat cereal, get you some Cheerios. But oats, slow digesting carb. So they provide steady energy. So that's a good one. Get you some oats. Fatty fish. You already know. I love a good salmon. And it's salmon, not salmon. It's salmon, okay? Salmon. Do not say the L. Okay, and mackerel. Those are good fatty fish, omega-3s. Number 3 is blueberries. Blueberries have a lot of antioxidants. They're also anti-inflammatory, so I definitely should be eating more blueberries because of those anti-inflammatory properties. So that's 1, 2, 3. So number 4 is nuts and seeds. Those are good healthy fat and protein. You just got to be mindful. Even though they are good protein, you got to be careful when eating nuts because of the amount of fat in them. So walnuts, just that whole family: walnuts, almonds, pistachios, peanuts, bananas. They're rich in potassium to prevent muscle cramps. So I know some people talk about drinking like pickle juice when it comes to cramps, but bananas are a good thing to eat before you work out. It'll help with muscle cramps ahead of time, and it's a good carb for quick energy. So bananas. Dark chocolate. So dark chocolate is good for boost focus and endurance because of the caffeine and also the antioxidants. So no, I'm not talking about Reese's and Snickers. I'm talking about dark chocolates, okay? Gabrielle, hey. as my bio. You're right, Hassan. That is. I should put that. So Peter, hey. Okay, I don't know what steaks. Thank you for all the tips. Of course, Yvonne. Okay, the last one is your leafy greens. So like spinach and kale. Y'all know I love a good spinach and kale. I'm doing tacos today, Taco Tuesday. But instead of using lettuce, I am using spinach. Spinach is good for iron. I mean, there's way more benefits, but for me, y'all already know I deal with low iron. So lettuce doesn't really provide much nutritional value. It's more of a filler, a healthier filler than what you could eat. So instead of putting lettuce on my taco, I'm doing spinach. So it's packed with iron and nitrate. It can help reduce fatigue and improve oxygen delivery in your blood. Okay, you got some right now? Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty simple when I do my tacos. I don't do cheese just because the dairy aspect of it with my endo. So my tacos are gonna be ground turkey meat. Well, I got the jalapeno taco shells. My sister loves them and my nephew, so I said I'll give it a try. I've never had it before. So I'm gonna give those a try today. Ground turkey meat, spinach, salsa. Gosh, what do I have? Oh, rotel. So rotel is like diced like tomatoes and it has different ingredients in it. So I'm gonna put that in there. My taco looks simple, ain't it? Okay. I mean, it's okay. It's okay to be basic in some things. I usually do spinach and lettuce. Okay, so you do both in your salads. Okay. Minced garlic in a pan for 3 minutes. Okay, yeah. Taco salad. So I do also, I said I'm gonna use my little organic chips. I was gonna use that, maybe do like a nacho. I was thinking nachos kinda. So I can do tacos or nachos. Yeah, sounds good, don't it? Yeah, I'm gonna ask y'all next live how many of y'all had tacos on Tuesday. So this is where I was supposed to ask y'all about the mental check-in. So once again, I'm gonna hit it again and just if y'all are ever having any issues, you already know your girl LJ is open to hear y'all talk. I got y'all. We all are going through something. Sometimes we just need somebody to listen. Sometimes we don't even need advice. We just want someone to hear what we're going through and what we're dealing with. So a hit a line. Y'all know I love a good line. Yes. Is it I'm gonna say YUME because I don't know how to say it. Hey, I just want to say that you're so pretty and I envy. You should never envy the way somebody look, but I appreciate the compliment. But I'm pretty sure you're a nice looking person as well. Coffee P, or what did I say? Coffee Pat. I'm so sorry. You go, girl. Thank you. I'm gonna stop saying y'all names, but I be wanting y'all to know who I'm talking to. But I be butchering y'all names. Lime is so good on tacos. You know what? I forgot to get some. Today I am gonna take some ginger shots. Well, shot one. I have noticed that I do feel a lot better when I do my ginger shot in the morning. So after I get done with this, I am gonna do that. Can't learn if you don't fail. Yep, you're right. Yep, tacos for everybody. Let's go. You get a taco. You get a taco. You get a taco. So the last thing I did want to hit today, Hassan, don't be calling me out. I ain't mean to say that. These words are so small. I need to figure out how I can like zoom in on the chat because I'm trying to walk at the same time. I don't want to fall from leaning over trying to read it. That's why I try to apologize. So I know I be butchering y'all names, but it's Coffee Pat. That's why I just go by LJ. I already told y'all. That's why I go by something simple. Y'all can't mess that up. Do you recommend the treadmill? If so, where it's from? My chat, I already know the answer. But yes, I do recommend this walking pad. I feel like the walking pad is good because no matter what the weather is outside, you can still get a low impact workout in. It's very small. If you see, it doesn't take up a lot of space. I can also slide it underneath my bed. That's where I used to have it, and I'll just pull it out whenever I want to walk. It's from Jag Jog, so I got it off a TikTok shop. This one was about $107, somewhere around there. But you can find different ones for cheaper. Yeah, son, you better put it in there. I talk about this walking pad so much, you would think I was endorsed. I had a brand deal, and I don't. But I definitely love it. So I am going to buy another one. But the thing about this one, though, let me tell you, Jasmine. The thing about this one is it doesn't go any faster than 3.8, and it doesn't have an incline. So I do plan on getting another walking pad where I can incline it. That way I can work different muscle groups and possibly go a little faster. So I don't know yet. I always thought walking pads make people feel off balance and possibly fall over. No, I just think if you try to do too much, just like any treadmill, right? You know, if I'm over here trying to type on my computer and I'm just doing a lot left to right, it is possible that you can misstep, but it doesn't take you off balance. Right. That's how you know it is good quality because I talk about it because I truly like it. Not even making no money off of it. Yeah. I definitely recommend it, especially if you're trying to get back into your health and fitness journey and you need something to get you going. I had mine in front of my TV for like the first month because I would just turn on the TV and it just made me feel better, right? It made me feel like I wasn't just being a bum watching TV. I'm technically working out and watching TV. So, yeah, I definitely recommend, especially if you're trying to jumpstart your journey or if you're looking for something simple to do your cardio throughout the week. If you don't have a lot of space and you need something, the treadmill can kind of be bulky. It can be expensive. So I think between this and a stationary bike, those are the two things I recommend to get. So my next two investments is to get another walking pad, one that inclines, and to get a stationary bike. I think my stationary bike I'm gonna keep on my balcony and do it out there. That's what my sister does. Every time I pass by her place, sometimes she on her balcony biking. But you're welcome. Every mile you walk is basically saying off your future medical bill. Yeah. You're getting sleep, Hassan. What time is it there? I know y'all on different time zones. I can never remember y'all time zones between you and Pow Pow. Okay, the last thing I'm gonna hit, I just hit my hour, so that's good. Let me see where I'm at with my miles, because the goal was also hit 4 miles. Boom, one hour. Y'all, well, I'm only at 3.3. Okay, that's not gonna take me too much longer to hit. Oh, it's 10:04. Okay. I mean, if you have to go, Hassan, definitely understand. I did push my time back by 30 minutes because I felt like this time was hitting a little better than 11 o'clock was, especially for all my different time zoners. So I definitely get it. I normally average going to bed around 11, 12 o'clock on average. So I definitely get it. Yeah, we're going to wrap this thing up to 3.8. I might just hit 3.5 miles today. Or I may just finish doing my 4 miles off of my live. We'll see. Because I at least want to do 1 hour on live. But last thing I want to talk about was 10 habits that you should start getting into. Just little things that you can incorporate into your daily routine. And these things can help. So we already talked about sleep, but I'm going to say it again. So we're just going to say 8 hours of sleep. Make sure you're getting that. Remember we talked about that's good for recovery. Your body has to recover. And anytime your body's at rest, that's when it's able to get the work in. So if you think going to the gym is where you get the work in, is when you're sleeping. That's when your body's able to rebuild. Okay? So I told you all going to the gym is like tearing down your muscles. And then when you go to sleep, they're being rebuilt. Okay? So make sure you're getting those 8 hours of sleep. You want to take 10 minutes to meditate. That's just thinking. Take some time to yourself. 15 minutes of yoga or stretching. The older we get, y'all, we got to stretch. We start to get tight joints. So knees, hips, lower back pain. Even if you're not about to work out, sometimes it's good just to get a good stretch in, okay? So make sure you're doing 15 minutes of yoga stretching. You want to do 3 days of cardio a week. So this is considered cardio. It's low impact, but it is cardio. 30 minutes of exercise. Remember, body in motion stays in motion. So we want to make sure we're moving. 30 minutes of reading. Knowledge is power. So it doesn't always have to be something educational. You can do a good romance, but it is something to get that brain working. So 30 minutes of reading is good. 30 minutes of fresh air. Go outside, sit on your balcony, go for a walk, go to the park, go get something to eat, since we all love to do that. But sit outside. So get that sun, that vitamin D, okay? Always say 3 gratitudes every day. So wake up with some positivity. I'm going to have a great day. Just say things that's going to jump out your day in a positive way. Make sure your plate, half your plate is fruits and veggies. So with my taco today, I'll make sure I sprinkle a lot of spinach on there, okay? That's gonna be my veggie for today. I'll do my ginger shot as well. The last one, last good habit, make sure you're getting 67% of your body weight in water. Remember, I don't do the gallon. There's not a one size fits all. We're all different sizes. We're all different heights. We got a lot going on, right? So somebody who weighs 200 pounds and I weigh 120, it doesn't make sense for we're both required to drink 1 gallon of water. So that 1 gallon of water rule is not the end all be all answer. You want to make sure you're drinking 67% of your body weight. Okay? A lot of times I tell people just make sure you're drinking at least half of your body weight. For some people, it's easy to do the math, right? So if I weigh 120, I want to make sure I'm getting at least 60 ounces of water minimum. And then for every 30 minutes of workout, you want to add 8 ounces. So I've been on the treadmill now for walking pad for a little over an hour. So it will probably be best for me to get a good 16 to 24 ounces added on to replenish this glistening I had going on today. Now I'm not leaving yet. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to finish this 4 miles out, y'all. When I set a goal for myself, I have to do it. So even though everything in me is like, I'm tired, I gotta hit it. So I'm already at 3.61. That's not much more to walk, especially when I've come this far. So I gotta finish strong. So y'all keep me encouraged, keep me engaged for these next few minutes. It shouldn't take me long to walk it, especially because I'm going 3.8 miles per hour. So I'm going the fastest speed. 2+ hours is usually when you can rebuild. So this old lady, I know it's like 85. She basically as active as you. But the moment she stops moving as much, we know it's gonna hit. Time to Google water weight. Yeah, that for sure. Especially I talked about when people get older, you have to worry about your balance. You have to worry about muscle density. And so I think a lot of people that you see that are like older, for the most part, they did stay in motion. And you doing low impact is what's gonna help. When you're younger, we feel like our bodies can do anything. And then as we start to get older, it catches up with us. So it is also to be mindful, even at this age, that what we do now can catch up with us later. So that's why I'm really big on doing low impact. And every now and then I may try to do something a little more, but my body's already letting me know I can't do as much. So I'm trying to finish strong, y'all. But for the most part, I think I hit everything I want to hit today. Normally it's rare that I'm able to hit everything. But we talked about why you're always hungry. We talked about emotional eating, best foods to break a fast, food that boosts focus and endurance, mental check-in, and we went over 10 habits that are good to incorporate to your lifestyle. Okay, y'all, I'm almost there. I got about if we want the track, I will have a lap left. You're almost, thank you, Los. Your encouragement was right on time. Because when I tell you this stop button is looking really encouraging right now. I don't think I've walked 4 miles in like a while. When I first started getting on the walking pad, I was walking for like, mile after mile. Now, I'll be honest, I do get a little bored with walking. Y'all kept me going for a good 45 minutes though, I'm not gonna lie. So I appreciate it. I probably should have ramped up the speed a little earlier on and I would have probably been done by now. Jesse, you seem great, by the way. Hopefully I'll catch you another time. Sometimes just need that change of pace. Yeah, I'm on here. Monday, I do arm and back workout. Tuesday, I do walking pad. So I just walk first couple of miles and give health and fitness tips. Thursday, I'll post. I won't go live, but I'll post a leg day workout. So I think this Thursday will be a glute workout. Got to build the glutes. And then Friday is full body cardio. Or sometimes it's full body resistance. So this depends on what I'm feeling. But I'll go live again Friday, and then Sunday we're juicy. So Sunday, I'm gonna surprise y'all with some fruits and veggies. We're gonna see what color I end up making and how it tastes. I'm gonna try to incorporate more veggies this week. Last week I had a lot more fruit, and I think that's why it was so delicious. Um, Muscle mommy back. Muscles are what men want. Well, we hope so. Um, I'm at 3.86, y'all. I'm almost there. I ain't never been so ready to reach 4 miles in my life. But I feel good. Remember working, if you ever are feeling depressed, you're feeling down, I'm telling you, just walk for about 10 minutes. Give yourself, I even say 5. Because I know in that first 5 minutes you walk, you're going to start to feel better. Especially if it's a nice day outside. You're going to start feeling better. My energy level isn't always the best when I wake up, but once I get on here, I'm engaging with y'all, it boosts me. So only another 4 and you can beat them. Huh. Yvonne, okay. Yeah, so Yvonne, if you're not feeling well, like mentally, you just feel kind of sad, I definitely recommend going for a walk, playing some music. Just kind of get out your mind for a minute. I'm an overthinker. Charity, your workout's done. I was talking about you earlier. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I be jumping from one person to another. But yeah, Yvonne, play some music, and just get walking, and those endorphins and dopamines will start releasing. You'll start to feel better. But it's good to see you, Charity. We almost talked about metabolism, and I said, nope, we gotta wait. We gotta wait for Charity. I know you asked me about slow versus fast metabolism. I'm almost done though, Charity. I know you're coming in towards the back end. I'm just trying to make it to 4 miles, and then I'm getting off. So I've been going for 70 minutes. I'm at 3.98, y'all. Ooh, thank you. 3.99. So according to my watch, I burned 230 calories. We just hit 4 miles, so I'm gonna slow it down. You always know I tell you, don't just jump off your walking pad, especially if you're walking at a pretty fast pace. Don't just stop and get off. You want to make sure you bring your heart rate down. That way, when you get off, you're not dizzy. Because going from that fast pace to just stopping, yeah, it make you a little dizzy. So I try to get my heart rate back down below 100. And after that, I know I'm good. How are you doing? Okay, hold on, y'all. Thanks for waiting for me. I just got home. So good to see you, even if it's a few minutes. Yeah, it's always good to see you pop in the chat. I'm gonna find a time that I can talk about it. For sure. Definitely telling the truth. Just get up and do something. Doing the opposite will always be worse. I feel the best. Yep. Yeah, that's why I had to push through, you know. Not only did I already push myself to get up and going to do the walking pad today, but I had set a goal in the beginning. And that's why I feel like people separate themselves. Like I could have easily stopped, right? When I hit that 1 hour, I was like at a little over 3.5 miles. I could have easily, no, I was at 3.3. I could have easily got off, but I had set a goal in the beginning. I don't know if you see it, but it's pinned at the top of the chat. I said I want to do 4 miles. Um, so I had to stick with that. So start setting small goals for yourself and be intentional about accomplishing and killing those goals, okay? Um, so that's one soda can. I mean, when you put it like that, right? How are you doing today? How are you feeling? How was the walk? So I'm doing pretty good today. My energy's pretty good. The walk was really good. The chat kept me engaged for like the first 45 minutes to where I was like, oh, wow. I didn't realize I've been walking that long. Saw a lot of new faces in here today. So I'm hoping to see more people start joining regularly so we can talk. Isabella said hi. Hey, how are you? So my next live workout is gonna be Friday, y'all. So come do this workout. I thought about working out and then juicing, but I don't know how I feel about that. I may just wait until Sunday since it's only 2 days after that Friday. So we'll just wait. Small goals are great. We love feeling accomplished. And once you start, it's easier and easier. You're absolutely right, Jesse, because I definitely feel accomplished for doing that, for finishing my 4 miles. I feel good. I stuck to what I said I was going to do. So I definitely feel great about that. I'm happy you had people to keep you going today. Yes. How was your workout? Let's see what my heart rate dropped down. It was at 122. Now it's at 105. I'm feeling low energy today and tired. It's not even noon yet. My whole room is a mess. Start with a clean bed. So that's one thing I start with every morning is when I get out my bed. Well, of course, I do my spiritual, I do my devotional and my Bible reading first. But the minute I get out my bed, I make my bed up. It just makes me feel like, how do I say it? I'm being productive already. I already got my bed made. It makes me not get back in it. It makes my room feel cleaner when the bed's made. So yeah, that's one thing I will tell everyone to start doing is start making your bed. Start making your bed, and you will feel so much better. I was late for my workout, but it was good. Thank you for asking. Yep, start with a clean bed, Jesse. But I thank you all for rocking with me today. Yeah, I'm telling you, you all pushed me through this morning. Even though I wasn't in poor energy, I think I was just tired. And because now that I'm starting to add resistance training to my regimen, resistance training definitely tires you out a lot more than cardio, in my opinion, because it recruits so many muscle groups and engages so many muscle groups. So now that for the month of, well, I started kind of in May, but also in June, that I've added resistance training. Whew, I feel my body is always tired. So I think after doing that amazing arm workout, I was definitely tired waking up this morning. And I was like, man, if it wasn't for me knowing my chat gonna keep me accountable, I would probably not work out today. So I thank you all. You all do more than what you know for me. So see you back here live Friday, 11:30. Thank you all for joining me. It's been real. Have a good day. And you always know what I say, be safe and be kind. All right, y'all. See you Friday.